Welcome to the Rawley Point Trail. Good afternoon, everybody. I am coming to you this afternoon from the city of Two Rivers, Wisconsin. It is at this location that we are going to ride the Rawley Point Recreational Trail. We are at the very southern end of that trail. The trail does have a connector where you can follow the connector to the Mariners Trail, which is the previous trail we rode. So at this point here at the very southern end, looks like it's about 6.5 miles worth of trail. We're right at the southern end here, so we're gonna follow it into the Point Beach State Forest, and just goes up to the top of that land, it looks like, and it'll be just a complete backtrack back down to this point. And when we get back to this point, I'm going to show you guys how to connect from this trail, the Rawley Point Trail, to the Mariners Trail, and we're going to head that way and I'll show you the connection. But otherwise, super excited to check this one out, so let's get started. All right, the GoPro says we're 2.44 miles into the ride. We come across the trail continues on this way, but if we go straight here, there's these big signs. They're luring me in with Miller Lite. So at this point, we're just gonna check out and see what's over here, because if they have outside seating, we should probably be able to park the bikes right there, grab a beer, and then continue exploring this trail. That little side path comes out right here, Port Sandy Bay. Unfortunately, they are currently closed. It's like 2:17 p.m. We're on a Friday here. Looks like they open at 4. So we are a bit too early to check this place out. But as you can see, they do have outdoor seating right here, and it's super easy to get to from the trail. Very nice. Well, as you saw, that's the side path to Port Sandy Bay. Unfortunately closed right now. But if you're interested in grabbing a drink, that's definitely a spot where you could do that. When I looked at this area on All Trails, you could see there's a ton of little trails all around. I had wondered how easy it was going to be to follow the bike trail. As you could tell, it is pretty simple to follow that, and this is one of the first ones we've come across where the side trail here actually specifically says no bikes. All right, so we've come across basically a trail closed sign. The sign actually says campground closed to all uses, and they actually reference the law and exactly how much the fine would be. Unlike a lot of normal generic trail closed signs, this one lays out the law and the fine, so definitely not one I'm willing to pass. So though we were pretty close to the end of this trail, if I remember correctly, it was about 6.5 miles. We're 5.91 in right now. And if you could look, it just goes up and just basically ends at a parking lot. So before we turn back, we are gonna venture down the road this way. There's a lot of bicyclists coming to and from that area. And there's a lighthouse, I believe. So let's check it out. And before we go down there and check that out, I just wanted to read the sign over here. This is a sign that I've definitely not seen on a bike trail before. Target shooting prohibited. I would definitely hope so. I mean, as it's a bike trail. All right, so it looks like there's a path down this way, lighthouse viewing. It does unfortunately say no bicycles. They should definitely do something about that, make it where you can ride bikes down this way. I'm not sure exactly how far it is or if there's stairs involved, but we'll check that out as we are definitely going to check out the lighthouse. Another interesting note this way, U.S. property, no trespassing. Well, it's a little odd to have that sign here, and then the one on this side says private residence, no trespassing. So maybe a private residence on U.S. property. All right, just walking up here to check out, to see what we could see. Rawley Point Lighthouse, close to the public, absolutely no trespassing. Thank you. So it looks like you definitely could get up here with a bike. We could definitely get up here, but I'm going to honor the sign, especially since it's not that far. It's unfortunate that you can't get closer to it. There's a little side path over here, but also no trespassing sign. I was hoping to be able to ride around the lighthouse with the 360 camera because that would have made for a cool shot, but it looks like you really can only just catch a glimpse of it. You can't really get close to it without trespassing. That's unfortunate. Well, as you saw, you could just barely get a glimpse of the lighthouse. You can't go down here. It looks like that would be even a better view of the lighthouse down this way, but we can't go down this way. So at this point, we're just, we see a sign here, concessions, campground. We're kind of looking for a restroom now to see if there's anything here because we haven't really seen one on this trail at all. So we're going to go down this way and just see what's there. And if not, otherwise just start making our way back. Well, as you saw, we pulled over in here. There is, in fact, the restroom we just stopped at. Also, another glimpse of the lighthouse, so at least you can see it from a couple different spots. Looks like there's a dog beach is south of the lighthouse this way. And it says no bikes up that way. But right up there, quick access to a beach. While looking at the map, I noticed that this road here, normally we would go back this way, but the road continues this way. It looks like it runs parallel to where the section of closed trail is. So I'm just going to go down this road to see exactly where it ends, right over here. It looks like it'll dump right into that parking lot. All right, so according to the map here, we're basically in the same parking lot. It looks like the trail would have taken us somewhere right around there, so we took the road instead. There were a lot of little access points to the closed portion of the trail, and they had signs all over indicating that they definitely don't want you in that area. So they do have restrooms here, parking lot. You could definitely start this trail right from here. Seems to be a good spot, and there is definitely a good view from here. Saw a bunch of people earlier walking their dogs unleashed on the beach. Nice to have the ability to do that. Though what we're standing on right now, this platform, a little confusing, as it's closed off, it looks like, and then ends. So I don't know what happened here. According to the All Trails map, this is the northern end of the Rawley Point Trail. Looks like the trail would have come out right here. So on my phone here, the green section is the closed section. Looking down this way, there is no indication that the trail is actually closed. So I'm curious where the northern end is. So we're going to actually go down here and just see where it ends. And then if we have to turn around, we'll turn around. Well, as you saw, you can't get that far, but you can go a little further. It gives you access to that playground we passed, another set of restrooms here. So they definitely don't want you going south at this point, and it's this green stretch here that's closed. So it looks like this right here is just like a parking lot street that connects back up to where we were. So we're just gonna hang a left right here and make our way back and to the road and backtrack. All right, so we are back at that closed off area. We're going to continue heading south down the trail here. But it was interesting to explore the area. As you saw, the very top, the tippy top of this trail was still accessible, but they are definitely closing you off from this section here due to the water line and road construction. So at this point, we're just going to start making our way south. Well, that does it for the Rawley Point Trail. All trails the same, 14 miles was the total for this ride here. I gotta say, I really like this trail. As you saw, we weren't able to complete the entire thing, but that gives us another reason to come out. We did explore around the area here. We saw the lighthouse, although you definitely can't get close to it. And then we rode the road here and we saw the beginning of where the trail starts. One of the things I really like about this trail is once you get into the woods, it's curvy, it's hilly, it's basically everything you want for a fat tire e-bike. It was a ton of fun exploring that entire area. So as mentioned previously, we parked in Manitowoc. So we were doing both of these trails at once. The AllTrails map I'm following is not 100% correct, but it is pretty close. And the signage was good heading north, so I'm hoping the signage will be just as good heading south. And then we're going to follow this connector to make our way back to the Mariners Trail. So as you saw while riding the connector, we saw this on the way down. We were going to check it out on the way back. Welcome to the historic Waverly Inn. It's a pizza place here, and they do have not only outdoor seating, but they have a big bike rack here. And as you can see here, we are not the only people with an e-bike. Let me know what you think of the trail in the comments below. If you are familiar with this trail and you know of a place that's worth checking out around here, definitely let me know where that is, because we will definitely be coming back in the future.
One of the things that makes the Rawley Point Trail so great is its proximity to the Mariners Trail. When you add up the Mariners Trail, the Rawley Point Trail, and the connector there and back, you're looking at over a 30-mile ride. The Mariners Trail will take you all the way down to Manitowoc, and there's a decent amount of stuff to check out on the way.
As always, if you enjoy this content, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel grow. If you are interested in supporting this channel and helping us get to more trails, please consider a super thanks. And that's all I got today from the Rawley Point Trail. I'll catch you on the next ride.
Do you have a trail recommendation for me? Let me know in the comments below.